Baddie, shot a clock. Let's go for it. Y'all know the drill. I'ma show y'all this picture all the time because this is literally my list of Zeus bitches that I cannot fucking stand. Keyword here is Zeus. Not just Baddies, not just Jocelyn, not just any other fucking show. Zeus Network. Alright, moving on. I'm just gonna preemptively say Mariah Lynn because we already know I don't like that bitch and I'm never taking my foot up off her neck. Let's get to it. And she gonna be the first one on the docket. She was getting on my nerves this fucking episode because bitch, mind your business. You are not Tasiki's sister. You're not Krishan's sister. You're none of their sisters. So can you, I don't know, back the fuck up? Like last episode, you came in here talking about I'm gonna fight Summer for Tasiki. I'm gonna fight Summer for Tasiki. And now that Tasiki's there, does she need your fucking help? No, she don't. So why are you jumping in that? You already got your fair one off or fair two with fucking Summer off of what she did to you. And I give you props for that because I said Summer deserved that. She snuck you. You got her back. There you go. Don't need you to jump in for Tasiki at any given point in time. She don't need your fucking help. And this also adds on to why I don't fucking like Mariah Lynn because literally she rides off the back of Tasiki. Mariah never got nothing else going for herself besides being Tasiki's personal and executive assistant. Like, bitch. I'm not about to be sitting here all fucking season listening to you give some stupid reason as to why you gotta jump in for Tasiki. Because trust me, Tasiki will never ever need your fucking help. In fact, she made you look more like a fucking lapdog because she said, yeah, get in there and smack her. And that's exactly what the fuck you did. Ew. Krishan, you're a little two-faced and I don't know how I feel about that. But we already knew that. That's why I rarely talk about you on my fucking page because we already know you're two sides of the coin, okay? In fact, you're kind of a hypocrite because you're over here trying to tell Tasiki, oh, Summer's a changed person. Summer's fine. You ain't gotta hit her. You ain't gotta do this. Da da da. I don't want to smack her. I don't want to smack her. I don't want to smack her because she changed. But wasn't you pissed off when Tasiki did the same thing to you in regards to Whoa Vicky? Saying I'm not about to smack this girl. She mad fragile and she's sorry. Like, just have a conversation with her. You was mad and you set your sister up to get jumped. So now, not gonna lie, if Tasiki did the same shit to you, I don't know what to tell you, good girl. And then, I don't know why you keep bringing this girl Marsh around because I promise you, this girl Marsh really don't got a job. I know that much. Her job is to follow to follow Krishan around because that gives her the attention that she's looking for. Now, I know like DJ Scott was sitting there saying, oh, we was just kumbayaing like 20 minutes ago. Came downstairs and da-da-da-da-da. I feel like Tasiki's only cool with Marsh as long as Marsh doesn't speak, breathe, eat, nothing around her. And the fact that they was all about to get into this sprinter and Marsh was about to get into this sprinter as if she has any right to do that or act like she's part of the cast is insane. Yeah, I'm sure Tasiki was about to be mad. She don't want to be in any vicinity of this fucking girl. She'll deal with her, but sitting on a fucking bus with this bitch, insane. Not gonna happen. Try again. And this guy right here in the middle, why he look like Yo Gotti? Huh. Lex, you was clocked. I'm not gonna lie, you was clocked. Maybe you're not necessarily one doing the fucking jumping, but you are best friends with people who are always fucking jumping. Let's call it for what it is. You will be so quick to sit here and tell everybody else to not jump. Like, oh, I want to fight you because you jumped. You jump. But yet you got nothing to say to the two bitches next to you that have no problem fucking jumping. And yes, y'all were picking and fucking choosing. When it's Tasiki, y'all don't want to be on that rah, fight shit. Y'all don't ever want to be on fight mode. But when it comes to like people like Coke Killer, K Rican, or Fauna, people that y'all see as less or weaker than you, y'all have no problem wanting to jump and fight and get all in their business and follow them around and patronize them and all this other shit. Antagonize was the word I was looking for. Pissed off and antagonize came together, so I said patronize, whatever. So Lex, yes, you were clocked, but I will also give you props because you clocked Krishan because Krishan's over here saying, well, why didn't you fight for your sister? Why didn't you fight for Summer while she's running around here? Yeah, okay, Krishan, well then why didn't you fight for your sister? You over here calling me out. Why was you fighting for your sister? And Krishan had no real answer for that, so good for y'all. I will say this though, Lex versus Krishan would be a pretty tough fight. I ain't even gonna lie. I was hoping it was gonna get it cracking. Summer, for someone who's like, I'm gonna just deal with the repercussions. If she wanna run it, then we could run it. Yeah, I don't think you understood the word run it. Because your ass was running away from the fade and the consequences that you said that you fully accept. You should have just squared up with her one-on-one and got that, honestly. And like Tasiki was just following you around and giving you love taps, to be honest, because she could have been close fisting your shit. You should have just took that. Yeah, mind your fucking business. However, Tasiki didn't have to address you either. So I just feel like y'all need to run that fade one-on-one. Stop running around. Like, you was really hauling ass out of there. Like, I feel like you got tired by the time you was done running away from fucking Tasiki. Summer, you scary as fuck. You should have just took that L and moved the fuck on. It's not like we haven't seen you get busted upside your head before or get your lip busted either. We've already seen all that. So just take the L. You're not the best fighter here. You said what you said. And this is why I don't like your ass either. Because you be doing a lot of this. And then really just be ghetto. Like, this is that ghetto, gutter snipe trash shit that I don't be fucking liking from bitches at all. I really don't. Like, so seeing Summer get beat up every chance does me so good. It makes me feel great. Because bitches like that need to get rocked in their mouth. Because they just talk and talk and talk. And they be ignorant as fuck. They be rude as fuck. They be saying shit they don't need to be saying. They be stepping on people's toes. Stepping in everybody's business. It's about time someone came and clocked Summer right in her fucking mouth and told her to shut the fuck up and mind her business. Good for Tasiki. I'm team Tasiki on this one. Respectfully, I'm not about to be sitting here listening to Scotty talk about her pregnancy every fucking episode. Like, realistically, your ass needs to be back the fuck home. Because why the fuck are you in an environment where bitches is pushing and pulling and all this other shit? God forbid someone knock it to your pregnant ass, then fucking what? The fact that Lemmy even allowed you to come back on the show knowing that you was fucking pregnant is very fucking irresponsible on his part. But, you know, that's neither here or there. I still identify the fact that Scotty really don't be having nothing to fucking do. Like, she be giving you the bare minimum on these shows. And she's still doing the bare fucking minimum. So, she got to pay her bills somehow. That modeling career she was going for didn't go far, remember? And I know y'all gonna be like, stop talking about the pregnant woman. I'm just sick of Scotty overall. I think she should be home for this season and for next season. So that way her ass and her child is safe. We're not making this the Scotty season. We're not. Congratulations. You fucked the CEO. You was good enough to nut and not good enough for a ring. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Not everybody wants to get married. Okay, wonderful. Well, Scotty ain't getting married. She's just a fucking baby mama. Moving on. Y'all really not gonna like me for my commentary on Scotty. And you know, it is what it is. I've never been a Scotty fan. I've said that several times in my reviews. So if you're new here and you don't like what I'm saying, you don't gotta come back. I'm sorry. I don't like Scotty. I'm never gonna be team Scotty. When she's right, she's right. When she's wrong, she's wrong. She's wrong for being on this season right now, pregnant. And we're not about to be sitting here for the next 7 episodes talking about her being pregnant. I don't want to hear about her mommy stories, her mommy fantasies. I don't want to hear about this. This is baddies, not mommies, okay? Even though half the cast are mothers. And all of them should really be home. But Scotty definitely needs to be home. She got a little fetus in there. Like I said, God forbid someone throw a chair and smack Scotty right in her fucking eyeball. That's it. You better go the fuck home, girl. I have been way off Biggie. I liked Biggie her first 2 seasons. Then she started getting corny. Then she became scary and was hiding behind Tinkerbella while she was pregnant. I will say this, though. Even if I don't like a bitch, when you right, you right. Biggie, I'm going to give you your props. You got in the fucking paint. You should have been doing this. Because you should have defended yourself against Jayla. You should have fucking went off on J.O. Even if you was going to lose, at least be someone that everybody could say gets in the paint no matter fucking what. And I think this season we're going to see you actually get in the paint. Because I think you got tired of everybody saying that you a pussy, you scary, you all this other shit. But good job. You did some damage to Smiley. I ain't even going to lie. Good job. Smiley. Why do you keep coming back on this show? Like, you know you... Do you know? Do we know? You know you got all of these fucking health problems. You take one fucking flick to the fucking face and you're having a seizure. Or you're having some level of an existential fucking crisis that requires you to get carted out of here. Now, I can understand why the girls would think you're faking because just so miraculously, all the other dumb shit that you be doing on your everyday life, you're never in the hospital. But once you get into a fight and get held accountable for something, now all of a sudden you're having this epileptic seizure and whatever the case is. Girl, bye. And you look terrible, I'm not gonna lie. I hate girls that be opening the door to allow for people to come whoop their ass and then they try their best not to fucking get their ass whooped, even though they're the ones that's opening the door for it. Because that's all Smiley do. She just be poking at everybody. I don't want to see Tavia and Lex fight no more. I don't want to see Fauna and Lex fight anymore. Over it. Tavia did a little better, but you didn't do enough, girl. Fauna, you got knocked upside your head, not gonna lie. But this wasn't Lex's best fight either, so I can't even tell you who won these fights. It just looked like one clusterfuck of, I want to fight you, I'm gonna grab. That's all it looked like to me. Not bad. Not bad for an episode.